Look at this. I think we get scanned by a kingfisher.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan. Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Avery McMellen. Welcome to the show, Avery.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good. So, Avery, how did you get started in racing?
So, my pap, he was a really big fan of racing. Him and his dad, my grandpa, were really big race fans. He used to help out the track, and my pap said he really wanted to race. So, he started in a hobby stock. But throughout all of his career, he was a hobby stock legend. He's won so many races there, I can't even count. He's won a championship. I mean, he's probably one of the best hobby stock drivers I know that's raced there in a while. And he made me get into racing because whenever you go up to the track, you always get attached to it. And then I joined into racing, and I started out in the quarter midget. And I've spent 11 years in quarter midget racing. I started when I was 3, but I couldn't race until I was 4, which I was very bummed out. But whenever I was ready, I was speed demon. I did not let off the gas. I was one time I almost wrecked very hard. I almost sent me to the hospital, into the wall. But that did not scare me one bit. And I've been racing all my life, and I've just recently been racing a crate late model 604.
So, Avery, what was it like for you to race for the first time?
Not gonna lie, it was very scary, very scary. I was I was shook up a little bit because I mean I was still a young kid at the time and I wasn't processing what was going on, and I was like, I don't think I should do this anymore. But my pap talked me through it into racing, like through it to stay calm and cool and collected, and that's what I've been doing, and that's my motto. I just keep calm and cool and just have fun.
Okay, so let's talk about the story now behind your racing number. Where did that come from?
My pap, of course, he was the 00, and he learned that he got the 00 from my grandpap. He said it was from their racing legacy from his pap. He really liked 00 and all that. So I'm not really good with all the numbers, but my pap says this is what you want to drive for a 00, and I said yes. Very
Okay,
excited.
so how much success have you had as a race car driver?
So I've had over 40 plus championships in a quarter midget. I've had 4 national titles all around
Very cool.
the United States and 1 regional championship, which I would have had a lot more, but luck was not on our side and stuff just happened. And I've had probably the most success at Hagerstown Quarter Midget track anybody will. And I am probably one of the most greatest drivers in history to be there. I've run over at least 500 races there. I've swept the weekend a lot there. And it's just, my career's been great. I've had a lot of fun. I've made a lot of friends. Whenever I get down, people always bring me back up with their positivity. And I appreciate that so much from people. Makes me very appreciated and very happy.
So, with that being said, okay, what is your home racetrack you race on?
I go to for quarter midgets Hagerstown, and then late model basically Hagerstown, Winchester, and Natural Bridge. They're really my main 3 because Hagerstown would
What's
basically
your
be my home track, but I just wasn't old enough yet. So we went down to Natural Bridge.
What's your favorite racetrack you've ever raced on?
Natural Bridge for sure. That place is crazy. You got to carry so much momentum into the corners. It's very interesting. I'll just say that one time for the All Stars American Series race, 58 laps. I did not make it out of the B main because how rough the track was. It was so rough. I mean, you were probably like 3 feet in the air in the late model every time you went around the corner. And of course, a lug nut came off the car and it just broke. But I was like, that was the most fun I've had. Like, it's so interesting. You get to learn more about the cars than you ever will on those kind of tracks. It helps me like figure out what smooth I have to run, how fast I have to be with the pedals, and tacky tracks to just be flat footed around the corners.
So, okay, alrighty. So, who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
I got a lot. I might not remember all of them. So I got Farmers Racing Collectibles. I have Dwayne's Auto Body Repairs. Licking Creek Paving. Um, I have Wrestling Tires Co. Matt Cosner Racing. Um, I have Radical Race Gears, and I wasn't prepared for the sponsors. Hold on, I gotta think about it. Also, I've had sponsored by Bull Rider one time for a race and all that. Um, Harold Affordable Roofing, and there's so many more, but I can't remember. I'm have really bad memory.
So, what's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you then?
So just really making top five, top tens for a late model, to be honest. Listen, my top goal this year was to just get a top 10, and we've got a top 10, a top five, and a lot more top 15s.
Okay. So, what's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you then?
Probably doing really like finishing second in the heat, just setting really good in the feature, and just hang on for a little bit, and maybe move through the field a little bit, and work through it. Quarter midgets, my goal is to get all four because I've done it so many times. That's my goal every single time. My goal is to win every race because I know I can do it.
Yeah.
And you got to put your mind to it. If, say, you have a really bad attitude, and you have put, like, I'm going to suck all day, then you're going to suck all day. But say you have a really good attitude, you're going to win all four, you're going to win all four. That's basically how I roll, and that's a really good day at the racetrack for me.
Okay. So, who's all in your racing crew?
So we got my mom, dad, Pap, grandma, Mark Andrews. He helps me out sometimes. Brian, Hunter Sisk. I think the only person else is I can't remember his name, but Matt Cosner's helped me out a couple times in racing. So yeah, that's my whole crew. I
Okay.
appreciate them so much. They help me out a lot.
Okay. So, who is your racing hero? Who you look up to as a race car driver?
So my Pap and Scott Bloomquist, Black Sunshine. But
Okay.
my Pap was obviously my hero. He got me into racing, and I just followed his footsteps every step of the way. Scott Bloomquist, he's just my favorite late model driver ever. He's so crazy, he's so nonchalant, and he's really prepared for anything. And he's one of the greatest drivers I've ever known for my life. He is one of the greatest late model drivers ever to live.
So, do you have any other big influences on your racing career?
I have Matt Cosner, Dylan Yoder, Justin Weaver. They really helped me through because Justin Weaver's from my school. He used to go to my school, and he's now a super late model driver. He's really good. He's top 3 in Port Royal points right now. He's second to Rick Eckerd, and to me that like pushes me to show that I can be to be like him one day, and
Okay.
I can probably be one day.
So what are your future goals as a race car driver?
So my future goals are to drive super late model and be like Kyle Larson and Corey Day to get in NASCAR. Jonathan Davenport to drive one time. I mean, it would be an honor to do that. It would be so much fun. I would just love to do that one time. I'll probably wreck on the first lap though, but it's all right. And
Okay.
I've also wanted to drive a UMP modified. I've been looking for a UMP modified, and I want to see if I get a ride in a hobby stock. Try that out for my Pat.
Yeah. Would you ever race a 410 sprint car?
Oh man, I don't know if my mom will allow me to do that, but that would be a lot of fun. I mean, 410 sprint cars, they're like F1 cars. They're on pavement, they're just as fast.
Yeah.
I mean, them cars are like they're so touchy. As soon as you turn a certain way, it's either going to go up in the wall or spin out or flip. So I would
Okay.
love to drive them. They definitely would be fun.
So do you have a racing nickname?
Yes, I have my nickname's Little Wild Man, and some people call me the bottom demon for late models because I've always ran the bottom. Sometimes I run the top, but mostly bottom because that's where crates run. That's where my dad and Pat told me to run. So I try out top sometimes and it works, especially at Hagerstown. Hagerstown, you want to be in the middle or high. Sometimes low if the track's not very huppy.
Okay. So when you're strapped in your race car, getting ready to go on the racetrack, what helps get you set up and motivated to go out there and do this?
So I just like get my mind into racing, just cool, calm, and collective. And I just like fit like in my head what I'm gonna do out there. I'm gonna do great. I'm not gonna do anything wrong. It's gonna be perfect, and I'm gonna look very good. And I'm gonna make my dad top heavy. That's my main thing. I just wanna I make them really good for me because what they've done over the years is absolutely bonkers. I cannot thank them enough for helping me out in my career. It is absolutely crazy.
Okay. So what do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
So I like to play baseball, basketball, football, all the sports. I um I think I'm really good at football. I have really a good body for it in baseball. I'm decent at basketball. I'm not the best at it, but I still will be a start. I might be a starter next season for high school freshmen.
Okay. So who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
So Pete Boss, Luke Baker, Cameron Taylor, Caden Blair, Jacob Cosner, KJ Massey. So there's like so many more, but that's really the most I know. Like and Hunter Smith has been there for me. Carter Kingsman, he's he's talked sometimes and all that. We're just really almost everybody talks to me and hangs out with me. We're pretty good friends all around the racetrack, but they were my most good friends.
Okay. So do you have any big races you're looking forward to racing in?
So yeah, I'm racing Hagerstown Quarter Midget National coming up August 8th through 10th. And also, I might be running Eldora or Charlotte for my 6 and 4 crate late model to see what the competition is because I've been bugging my pap and dad about it because that's like where all the good people are, and I want to see how I do and show them that if you're like no experience in racing, just got into a 6 and 4 crate to show people that you can still be competitive as a young driver and barely know stuff
So
and
out of
be a
all the
good
wins
driver.
you've won, races you've won, what is your most favorite victory?
Definitely Pocono Quarter Midget Association. That's my first ever national championship, and also West End. West End is one of my favorite tracks to for win because that was my first ever national win, and I was so happy. Me and my dad put a lot of hard work into these cars. My pap also did. I mean, it's just whatever we did, it just came to us, and we got better and better every year so far. And then my career ended, and it was all over in a flash. But we ended up with a lot of national wins. Put my name out there in the quarter midget world as really good. And yeah, that's
Okay,
really about it.
so alrighty. Uh, okay. Do you have a racing page your racing fans can follow you on?
Yeah, my racing page is Avery McMellen Racing. It's on It's really on Facebook. Facebook's the only
Yeah.
place, and you could also follow my Facebook account, Avery McMillan. And yeah, that's my social
Okay.
media page.
Okay. So, are you presently looking for more sponsors?
Yes, we are looking for more sponsors. We're trying to get as many sponsors on board as we can to help out with the late model because big car racing is very expensive these days, and it's hard to get working on these cars. I mean, it takes a lot of time to set them up, and just the whole just getting tires ready. I mean, tires just take 3 hours to get ready. Siphoning them, grinding them, putting them in the rim. I mean, it's crazy.
So, if there's anybody that here that wants to sponsor a guest, reach out to Avery McMellen Racing. Um, okay. Alrighty. So, do you have any awesome racing stories you'd like to share with us?
What was that again?
Do you have any
I could.
awesome racing stories you'd like to share with us?
Oh yeah, so this is basically my first ever national win. I sucked that weekend. I mean, I was not doing the best. It's really that was the big national for all the regional guys. There was over 350 cars in all the together, and I won one of them classes. There was a D main or E main for heavy 160, and I was really proud of myself because I beat your ARCA driver right now. He's 6 for 6, Max Reeves. I raced him on dirt. I beat him, and I mean, I was so happy. Me and him talked after the race. I mean, it was just a great experience. He's definitely a really, really good driver. I mean, he definitely is a one tough competitor. I mean, he's very clean and he races fun. He will throw you slide job for slide job and anything.
Okay. So, alrighty. So, when you win races, how do you celebrate your victories?
I usually get a tomahawk steak. I usually get a tomahawk steak and celebrate. Yeah, or a steak, regular steak. That's my go-to. That's my favorite food of all time. I
Okay.
love that.
So, alrighty. So, at this portion of the show, I'd like to turn the mic over to my guest. If they have a couple of questions they'd like to ask me, they can ask me a couple of questions.
All right. Um. So what got you into racing?
Just have been
And
a sport of mine I gravitated towards when I was little.
when did the show start? And how many?
2018.
Wow,
2018.
that's been a long time. What's all the big names you've interviewed over the years?
Oliver and Sebastian Weldon.
Oh wow.
Um, and that was on YouTube. And then Facebook, I've had Homer Usack and NASCAR driver Shane Meal on here.
Oh wow.
And I've had Shane Stewart on Facebook also.
Oh wow. That's some good interview, James.
Yeah,
So, what like what made you? Have you ever wanted to drive a car, like a
I
hobby
have.
stock?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you got to get a ride in any of it yet?
Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope.
So what's your favorite racetrack of all time?
Knoxville Raceway, Knoxville, Iowa.
Knoxville. Oh yeah, I love Knoxville. Knoxville's a one crazy place. What?
I was at the Knoxville Nationals in 1998 and 1999.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
Wow, you're lucky. You're one lucky.
99 was the last time that Kevin Goldbrick actually finished a sprint car race at Knoxville.
Oh wow,
I was actually there to see that race.
that's awesome. What's so? What really wanted wanted you to get into racing? Like I know you said about whenever you were a little kid, but what drivers made you get into racing? What
Back in the day, Avery, the ones I followed was Tim Richmond. He was from
Tim
Ashland,
Richmond?
Ohio.
Yeah, I know Tim Richmond.
Then Rusty Wallace
Yeah, okay, I know Rusty.
and his brother Kenny and Mike. And then
Yeah,
also I followed Alan Quickie and Davey Allison back in the day.
Davey Allison. Okay, all
Alan
right.
Quickie back in the day too.
Wow. So they're really the ones who got you into racing.
Do you know the whole story about Alan Quickie?
No, I don't. I've heard of his name before though.
He is actually the first owner driver to ever win a championship
Oh wow, where do you win a championship at?
in NASCAR in 1992.
Oh, NASCAR? Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. He started in 1991 with no sponsor, and he was come on board for like a short amount of time. Well, then they signed him on full time, and he had an up and down year in '92. Won some races, wrecked, and then it got down to the last race. It was him, Ernie Irvin, Davey Allison, and Bill Elliott.
Oh
And
wow.
Davey Allison and Ernie Irvin wrecked out. So then it was Bill Elliott and Alan Kulwicki. Well, Alan Kulwicki, in order to win the championship, you need to get like a 10-point advantage. I think it was 5 or 10-point advantage. And he stayed out on the track for an extra lap and made that and led that lap to win the championship. He won it by like a mere 5-10 points.
Wow. Just to lead one lap is unbelievable. Just to settle a championship.
And the crazy thing is this, Avery, he was racing on fumes because he was running out of gas. He needed to make a pit stop, and he's like, "No, I'm going to stay on the racetrack for this extra lap."
Wow. I did not know that. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So basically he did that just to win the championship because he knew what to do.
Yep. And his celebration consisted of Avery making a reverse victory lap around the track.
Yeah, just like my favorite NASCAR driver, Kyle Busch. He does a lot of reverse things.
Yep.
Let's just say that.
And Alan, crazy enough, Alan Kulwicki didn't get a chance to enjoy his championship year. He was killed in an airplane crash in April that following year.
Oh wow, that is unbelievable.
He was supposed to be in Bristol racing, and he had a sponsorship autograph session lined up in Knoxville, Tennessee. And he went and did that. Well, then he was supposed to fly back to Bristol, and they were on their way back to Bristol, and his airplane crashed on approach.
Oh wow, that's unbelievable. I did not know that
And then,
about.
then a
I didn't
few
know
few months later, Davey Allison at the time he had went and became a airplane pilot, helicopter pilot. Well, a few months later, Davey was killed in his own helicopter landing at Talladega.
Wow. Oh my.
Yeah,
I did not know that all about Davey Allison Quickie.
yeah.
That's unbelievable. So
And
this is
Davey, crazy enough, Avery, Davey in '92, he had one of the wildest rides in NASCAR.
really?
He was racing at Pocono and he got bumped by Darrell Waltrip and he flipped like 12 times down the backstretch at Pocono.
Oh my God. I've walked Pocono. That track's wild. I mean, the baking on that track is unbelievable. That track has to be carrying so much speed. So
Yeah,
my question,
he flipped all the way down like the backstretch and then into the infield. And they're like, yeah.
how did he survive that? Did he have a lot of like injuries?
He had broken ribs, a broken
Oh wow.
arm, And he wasn't supposed to race the next weekend. And he says, no matter what it takes, I'm getting in this car. So he had a rib belt put on. He had Velcro put in his glove of his race for his race, his for so he could race. Even with the broken arm, they are like, "How are you going to do this?" He says, "Well, the Velcro is on my shifting arm, so I'm going to put that in the palm of my glove and Velcro my hand to the gear shifter."
So basically, he was driving one-handed.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So I got another question for you. What is your favorite late model driver ever?
Blumenquist.
Bloomquist, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Did you know he actually won a race on 3 wheels?
Yeah.
And that was the most stacked. I heard it was a B main though, but that was one of the most stacked B mains I've ever seen. So back in 2020, no, it was 2018 or 2017. Why did I say 2020? But back in that time, I mean, you have Josh Richards, Zach Mitchell, Scott Bloomquist, all Jimmy Owens in a B main. I mean, tons of big names. And I'm like, why are they in a B main?
Yeah.
And here's the here's the thing: they all got in a crash right in the heat race, and they all had to go to the B main. And I mean, Bloomquist was driving on 3 wheels the whole time. That's my motto. If Scott Bloomquist could do that, and anybody can do it. I mean, it's just got to be skill. That's all it takes, skill, and learning it time by time.
And Avery, you know something back in the late 90s, you know who one of the best sprint car mechanics there was?
Scott Bloomquist, wasn't it?
No, sprint car mechanic? Carl Kinzer.
Carl Kinzer? Really?
Yeah.
I
Mark
did not.
Kinzer's dad.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Really? Oh my,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have one more question for you, and then I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah.
What is your favorite? Like, what is your favorite? What like? What's your favorite NASCAR driver? Yeah, favorite NASCAR driver.
I've got two.
All
Kyle
right.
Larson and Kyle Busch.
Yeah, there we go. All right. I like both of them picks.
And you know something, Avery, growing up when I was a little kid, the sprint car driver I gravitated towards when I was a little kid was Doug Wolfgang.
Doug. Oh, I know who Doug is. Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah.
My
And
my
the 69K that races out in your area, that's raced by Christopher Bell now, but it was Lance DeWeese. The mechanic on that car, Davey Brown, was also the mechanic for Doug Wolfgang when he drove the 29 Reichert livestock car back in the early 80s.
oh wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like Lance Deweese left the 69K team. I was like, oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
like a legacy with him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
So, is there anybody else you'd like to send a special thank you to before I let you go,
So
Avery?
I'm gonna send a special thank you to all my friends, family, other racers' families for supporting me over the years. I mean, it's been one heck of a ride for me. I've had one heck of a career. I mean, a lot of people call me whenever I get down. They say, "Who are you?" And I say Avery, and they said, "No, you're Avery freaking McMellen." And you show them how to drive the car, and that always gets me in a better mood. It always makes me laugh or smile, and I'm always in a better mood, always happy. And
So, do you have any advice out there for the kids coming up in the racing world?
yes, never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your dreams, or don't ever get down on yourself. That just brings you down more. Whenever you always put your head down, keep it up, chin up. You're fine. You just gotta keep cool, calm, and collective. Just stay humble about it and go back in the next race and kick their butts in it.
So, Avery, I would like to thank you for being on our racing show tonight, talking to us about your
You're
racing career.
welcome.
I will call you in just a little bit to thank you, but
Mhm.
thank you again.
All right. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it so much.
Yep, I will have you step out, Avery. Okay.
All right. Thank
Yep.
you. See
Thank
ya.
you. See ya. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Avery McMellen on our racing show tonight. He drives the Double Zero late model. So go follow Avery McMellen Racing on Facebook. So I have no other racing news for you, but if you'd like to sponsor a racing show or be on a racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-713, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com.